And what's up, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. As I told you before this week, this right here is a extra towards the towards this week's Tricology News Talk. As I told y'all that I will be doing a extra episode covering everything that has been announced from Disney's D23 Expo this year. But I'm not gonna be alone because I got someone with me that's gonna help me get through all the recaps that's happened. And you guys already know him. Yeah, he's a loyal guest to our show. So welcome back, Mr. Daniel Martin. What's up, brother?
Yo, what up? What up? How you, man? How are you, man?
Everything good, good, good. So what you got cooking up on your side?
Nothing much, nothing much. Just the usual, submitting to festivals, dealing with festivals, and all that good stuff.
All right, all right. Yeah, you guys already know. You guys can follow the Daniel Martin on his social media. It will be linked in the descriptions below. You guys can check him out and see what he got cooking there. As far as like his production, his films that he got going on in the film festival and everything.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get into it. So they had 3 days of everything that's going on in D23 Expo. So first up, we're gonna reveal what happened for Friday night. So to start off, they revealed a new Disney logo showing off their 100 years of a wonder, as they call it, but as the 100 year of the Walt Disney Company. So that's something. But the difference in this logo, it started off with the river, and then they worked their way up to the castle. Because the previous logo, it shows the star and then the train. So that's one of the difference. So from the previous logo to the new logo that they're gonna have, I think that's gonna start with the Hocus Pocus movie too. So I think that's gonna be the first where we're gonna see the new logo.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a new logo for sure. It seems pretty cool. You know what I mean? 100 years, damn.
Yep. Yeah, 100 years. And speaking of Hocus Pocus, they showed a new trailer to the Hocus Pocus 2. So if you guys not familiar with Hocus Pocus, the original version that came out in the 90s is on Disney Plus, so you guys can kind of catch up what Hocus Pocus is. So and then they showed a sequel to the Enchanted. It's called Disenchanted, and that one's going to be coming out on Thanksgiving weekend. Not too much of a fan of the Enchanted movie, but it looks very promising for when they showed the trailer.
Bro, did you just say you don't like the Enchanted movie?
Yeah, this is a sequel.
Right, but you just said you don't like the first one. Damn, bro.
I said not too much of a fan of the Enchanted. Not that it wasn't bad. It was still a good movie. I said not too much of a fan.
Bro, Enchanted when it comes to the live action stuff, and before we get into the live action remake stuff, like just their straight live action stuff, I think that's one of the better movies. And Disenchanted, or a sequel to Enchanted in general, has always been in the talks for like the past, I don't know, 15 years or however long it's been since the first one came out, right? So it's always been there in the works. It's just, I think it's one of those things that you kind of, I'm not sure if losing a hype is the way to word it, but like since it's been so long, it's just interesting to see it now. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this one turns out, the sequel, because maybe it's just me, but the way I'm reading it, it seems like maybe Giselle, which is Amy Adams' character, it seems like she may be the villain for this movie, which will be very interesting because she was the hero in the last one, essentially.
Yeah, I will say the trailer kind of gave away a little bit. That if you're a type of person that don't want to watch the trailers because you feel you might get spoiled of it, don't watch it yet. I would say just watch the movie in general. If you don't want to see the trailer, because I saw the trailer and I was like, hold up, they showing too much. I feel like they spoiling it already. So that I will say about that.
And that's fair. I didn't feel it like that, but that's fair. I guess we'll have to see how the movie actually turns out to really judge if it is showing too much or too little.
Exactly. So we got an they showed a trailer, but it's not available to the public yet. So we got a couple of images of Peter Pan and Wendy, which is going to be streaming on Disney Plus on 2023. And as far as we know right now, Jude Law is going to be playing Captain Hook. So they explain the story. It's kind of like they will have a background story of when Peter Pan and Hook were kind of friends, but then became enemies. So you will see a good amount of screen time between Hook, Peter Pan, and Wendy, because that's what the movie is called, Peter Pan and Wendy.
I mean, that one, I'm kind of indifferent towards it because there's no trailer. To be honest, it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Honestly, the synopsis though kind of reminds me of Pan, that movie from like 3-4 years ago. Pan, if you ever saw it, where it was basically Peter Pan when he first traveled to Neverland. That's honestly what it reminds me of. Hell, it could even be a sequel to a certain degree, if anything. If they could have done it, I think that Pan was made by a different company, to be honest. I think, because the whole Peter Pan, the general story of it, is in the public domain. But that one again, until I see a trailer, I'm kind of just like, yeah, that's gonna happen now. Cool.
Yeah,
I will say it is kind of interesting that the director that they got for it though, David Lowery. I'm not sure if you're familiar with his work, but he's the guy who basically directed a Ghost Story, if you ever saw that movie. And I know he worked on The Green Knights. I don't know if he's like a producer on it or something like that. No, wait, he's a director too. I'm tripping. But I think, yeah. But so it's very interesting that they got that director for this movie. So that's the one thing I do find kind of interesting. And I mean, he did the Pete's Dragon movie, the live action one from like 5 years ago too, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I just find that to be kind of an interesting. I mean, he's already worked with the House of Mouse once, so but I just find him to be a very interesting director to direct this movie. So yeah.
Well, yeah, he got a real test on his hands. So let's hope it turns out really good next year. And
Yep.
And speaking of another story, we move on to Peter Pan to the Lion King, as we're getting a prequel to the recent live action Lion King that they did with Mufasa, the Lion King, which will be coming out in 2024. So basically, that will be focused on Mufasa and how he became the king.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first Lion King, or the first live action Lion King, or whatever the hell you want to call that, the one from a few years ago, straight up, I hated that movie. I hated that movie straight up. So when I found out that they were gonna make a sequel, or I guess prequel in this case, when they were first in talks, I'm like, why the hell are they making more to this movie? Why? In my opinion, this is completely unnecessary. But again, that goes in part to the fact that I just absolutely hate the live action Lion King, even though it's not. That's a whole debate in and of itself. Is it live action because it's really still animated with CGI? That's whatever. The only thing I do find interesting about it is the fact that Barry Jenkins is the director for this one, and he directed Moonlight, and if Beale Street could talk. So I mean, again, that's a very interesting move. That's the only reason I'd watch this movie, just out of pure curiosity, because of who the director is. If not for that, I'd be like, fuck this movie, I don't want to see it. To be honest.
Yeah, but I'm kind of interested, and you mentioned the director who directed Moonlight. That what got me interested. So I can't wait to see how it turns out in 2024. So but moving on, that's also coming out in 2024 is the live action Snow White, which is going to be starring Rachel Zelda. Sorry if I pronounce her name, but she was in the latest remake of West Side Story, and also Gal Gadot is going to be playing the evil queen. Now, I will say this: I hope Gal Gadot pull a great performance like Emma Stone did in Cruella de Vil.
Right. This one, it's similar to the whole Peter Pan thing until I see something tangible. I'm kind of indifferent towards it. Um, like, Rachel Zegler, I mean, she's an up and coming star, so we'll see how that turns out. Gal Gadot, she could probably do this role, to be honest. I want to see a trailer before I have any real thoughts on it. I'm kind of just indifferent towards it right now. That's really I just don't have much strong feelings towards this movie either.
Yeah, I think they showed the trailer, but they probably just don't want to release it to the public yet. So, but Rachel been getting some heat when they announced her that she was going to be Snow White, because they said, oh, she has a Mexican background. She's not really a white background person, so she got a lot of heat for that. So
who gives a fuck? That's my reaction. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. And speaking of more heat, we got our first teaser trailer of the Disney's The Little Mermaid, but everyone one side sees that like it, and even Haley Bailey got a standing ovation after the teaser trailer. But there are some people who don't like the fact that they changed the race of Ariel. There are some people.
Yeah. That's
Yep.
That's people are stupid. Let's go with that. The trailer was. For me, I'll be honest. I'm not. It has me interested. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm excited, but it has me interested. But like her, Bailey, Jesus Christ, Halle Bailey. That I don't have an issue with it. The few notes we got from part of your road seems good. It's just people are people. People are stupid. Go with that.
Yeah, but moving on from the Little Mermaid to the I would say, I don't know if this counts as a sequel, but I think it's a remake of the Haunted Mansion, which we got a lineup of who's going to be in the movie. Owen Wilson, Rosario Dawson, Lakeith Stanford, Jared Leto, Tiffany Haddish, Jamie Lee Curtis, Winona Ryder, and Danny DeVito. And Jamie Lee Curtis during the panel came out in style with the Professor X portal. She came on stage and showing her reverence that she's going to be in the movie. So that was pretty great. So I'm kind of very interested to see how this one is going to be different from the Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion.
I'll be honest, I've never seen the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion, so this again, I'm kind of indifferent towards, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
has an interesting cast. I would say that much. Has an interesting cast.
Yeah, you gotta check. You gotta check out the Eddie Murphy one before you see this one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and also I forgot the dates. The Little Mermaid is coming out on May 26, 2023, and then the Haunted Mansion is going to be coming out on March 10th, 2023.
Okay.
And then that's all from the Disney's live action side. We're gonna move on to Pixar, and this one is very interesting. They have a movie called Instrumental. So this kind of seems like a best friends between and that fire and water. So that's going to be very interesting. They show images of the movie. Looks very promising. So that's going to be hitting theaters on July 16th, 2023.
Right. Elemental.
Yeah.
That's the one with the like the fire and the water one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Pixar, so it should be good. So we'll see how that turns out. Again, I'm not. I'll say the pictures that they showed for this one was interesting, but I think like most of it was mostly concept art or something like that. Again, for the most part, it's just until I see something like a trailer, essentially, I'm gonna have very little thoughts on it aside from cool, it's coming out. Oh shit. I do think though, because it says the title is elemental and it deals with like the elements, I do think we're gonna get more than just fire and water, I mean you go basic like with the avatar stuff, so ground and air as well, and whatever else they want to throw in. But I think this could be another interesting project.
Yeah. And speaking of another interesting project, we got a first look of Elo. So here's a description about Elo. So meet Elo, a boy who finds himself transported across the galaxy and mistaken for a intergalactic ambassador for our planet Earth. It will be starring Amanda Ferguson as Olga Solsov and sorry I can't pronounce this person's name, but Jonas Cabria. I think that's the guy. He'll be playing Elo. This one is directed by Adrian Molina and produced by Marion Alice Drum. Disney and Pixar's Elo lands in spring 2024.
Yeah, I'll be honest, this one sounds a bit more interesting than Elemental just because of the concept. I'm thinking, I don't know why, but the first thing that pops up to me, and I think also has to do with the fact with the pictures that they showed, but it reminds me of that scene from Big Hero 6 when they're in the portal trying to get out or whatever. I don't know why that's the first thought that comes up to my mind. But honestly, just based off the plot synopsis alone, this one sounds a bit more interesting. Because they have this child, basically representing our Earth. So, So this one I'm a little bit more excited for, but again, I want to see a trailer before anything else.
It actually kind of reminds me of the Wheel of Time.
I haven't seen that one, but okay.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. And then lastly from Pixar, they got a first look of Pixar's all new original series, Win or Lose. So it's like a baseball series with Will Fortune as Coach Dan, from the filmmakers Michael Yaz, Carrie Hupperson, and David Lanning. Win or Lose comes to Disney Plus in 2023.
Okay. This is arguably their first actual series Pixar's done, right?
Yeah,
Or
I think
my,
this is this is a first one. This is the
I
first
mean,
one
I
that
mean,
Pixar.
they have Monsters at Work. I don't really know, maybe the second one because they do have Monsters at Work. But and they've done those like car, not teasers, but like the Mater story stuff. You know what I mean? But I think this is gonna be like their first like actual true endeavor into television. So I think that's very interesting. When does it come out again? Next year, right?
Yeah,
If anything, again, I want to see a trailer for this one, but I think this one, since they're going to be the first true endeavor into television, I think this one could be the first. I think this is the most interesting one out of the bunch, since it is essentially their first real endeavor. I mean, again, they have Monsters at Work, but that's still based off Monsters Inc. They had the whole Cars Mater story series they had or whatever that was. I mean, that's whatever. But this one could be the most interesting one, and I mean that's really it. Yeah, it's the most interesting one out of the bunch.
yeah. So, but in theory, it looks promising. But I think they might have showed a trailer, but again, it's not released to the public. But well, we'll see how it turns out. And
Okay.
and then that's all from the Pixar side. So let's go to the animation studio side. So, and oh joy, Amy Palmer is back to star in Inside Out 2, and will be directed by Kenzie Main, produced by Mart Niels, and written by Megan LaFleur. So Disney's Inside Out 2 are going to be released on in summer 2024. Now, one news to follow that the cast members that play discuss in fear will not be returning.
Wait, what? They're not returning.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Are you sure that's confirmed?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Where's your source for that one? That's the one I'd want to see the source for, because that doesn't. Is it that the characters aren't returning or the voice actors aren't
No,
returning?
the voice actors.
Oh, okay. Got me scared for a second.
Yeah, the voice actors. Yeah, the voice.
Even then, I would want to see your source for that one because I haven't heard anything about that one. That at least that piece of news. Um. Okay, that aside. Okay, Okay, that aside. Okay. I'll be honest. It's not that I don't want to see a sequel to Inside Out 2. It's just that if I'm being honest, I thought Inside Out, the first one, was just all right. I didn't really see a need for a sequel, but that's just me. That being said, I'm not mad that they're making a sequel to it. I'm, whatever about it. If anything, I'm interested because it is a sequel to it, and logically, if we go by where the first one ended, Riley is essentially Riley. That's the girl's name in the movie. She's essentially going to start going through puberty. So that should be very interesting at that point. So it'd be very interesting to see what happens at that in part two. Again, for me, it's not really a sequel that needs to be made, but now that it is being made, that's basically what they need to explore now: puberty.
Oh my God, that's one of the things I worry about because in the sequel they are going to touch on where Riley she should be a teenager now, and I don't know if you saw Attorney Red when they were just when they showing all the puberty stuff. So imagine having a character, another emotional character called Hoy. Oh,
Hoy?
yeah. Oh my God. That's what I'm scared for. That's what I'm scared for.
Did you say Hoy?
Yeah, horny.
I don't, bro. Okay, I don't think they're gonna have a character called Horny.
Oh
I don't
my
think
God.
I don't think they'll be that explicit about it either. Tampoco. No, if anything, it'll be like love. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, if they're gonna have a character, an emotion for that, it'd be love. But yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna be horny. Right, I think at most be love. I don't. Again, that'll be interesting to see how they traverse it, because they did have the Riley specials, like one or two like specials of her going on a date with some guy from her school. I remember when that came out. I don't know if it was like a DVD special or something like that, but again, like we'll see what happens. I don't think they're gonna have a character called Horny. I think it's Pixar. They still have to cater towards kids. That idea is just kind of stupid. At most it'll be like love, but I mean that's really it. I will see what happens.
Yeah, because they mentioned, we're gonna get some new emotional characters. So like, I'm kind of interested. Well, who they're gonna be. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen there.
My guess would have to be. I think love would be one that makes just sense right off the bat, because if that's where we're going with it, based off the first movie and like the 2 or 3 little specials we got out of it, past that, I don't know, maybe there was a theory back when Inside Out came out. I don't know if you heard it, but that there's a hidden 6th emotion, and a lot of people, because Bing Bong's costume, he has a flower, and the flower has 6 colors, and 5 of the colors are the colors of the emotions that we have right now. So yellow, blue, red, green, purple. And there's another one that was orange, which, I mean, that one could be love, but it would make sense for love to be pink because love. But I remember there was a theory that, it could be tranquility or peace, and just like absolute peace. And that missing color, which is orange, could be peace. And the theory is because, her parents don't have it, no other characters in the film have peace, and peace is a very hard emotion to get at the end of the day. So maybe that's another one I think could maybe work given the circumstances. Um, that's the one thing though that I am kind of curious because, of course, in the first movie we saw the brains of other characters, and we just saw the 5 emotions. So it'd be interesting to see what sixth emotion or sixth, seventh, eighth emotion will be shown, given that fact that in the first movie it's already been established that we have the base 5. You know, like why? It's one of those things like why would this girl get an extra emotion but not her parents? Especially if especially if it's love. Like her parents are married, presumably they are in love, and there's no evidence that an emotion can die? Question mark. So I mean that one would be interesting to see how that one turns out.
Yeah, so hopefully we get more details on that, but it's not gonna come out till summer 2024. So we got about 2 years till we get more details on it, especially on the new characters and which voice actor as is gonna be replacing Fear and Disgust. But other than that, moving on. Journey into the futuristic version of Lagos, Nigeria, with this first look of Disney Animation's new series, Iwalago. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name, but that's a new original series from Disney's Africa's animation company. The series streams on Disney Plus in 2023. Again, it's just a concept art, no real trailer there, but it looks promising though.
This is a series, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, this is exciting for what it is. You know, you're getting more cultural representation. Again, I just need to see a trailer for this to really pique my interest. So I mean, that's really it.
Yeah. And they already put out a straight trailer for Stranger World. Again, they just gave us like a new look on Stranger World, and what the movie is going to be. And that movie comes out on November 23, November 23 of this year.
Strange. That one has a trailer.
Yeah, Strange World.
I
Yeah, the trailer.
I
Yeah,
I may have missed that trailer because I haven't seen the trailer for it then.
yeah, yeah,
I don't even remember this one being mentioned, to be honest. So this one I'm gonna have to look up.
yeah, the trailer is already out. They just gave
Okay.
them like a new footage of what the movie is about.
Okay, I'll have to search this one up because this is probably one of those I just kind of missed. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, and then the Zootopia Plus, it's gonna be a 6 standalone episode. Probably gonna be like a limited series if it's gonna be that. So it's set in the Zootopia universe, and that's gonna come out on November 9th of this year.
And that's a series, right? Yeah. Do you know exactly what it focuses on? Like, is it gonna be still based with the rabbit and the fox, or is it like what is it exactly?
It should be, but I think it's gonna be focused more on around the Zootopia land and all that other stuff. So where they go on like the different adventures and all that other stuff. So
Okay.
with
Okay.
with them being cops now, so maybe they probably do a lot of patrols around the area. So get into wild weird situations and all that stuff. So,
Gotcha. Again, this is another one I guess I missed. I didn't notice this one then. Um, Zootopia was a good movie, so I'll say that much. This one, I'll look into this one as well, but this one then does sound kind of interesting. Um, there's no trailer to this one, right?
no, I don't think they showed a trailer because I ain't
Okay.
seen none. Because
I'll look.
they probably showed it to the people, but it's probably not released to the public yet. I don't know
Uh,
why, because we're in September now, so if it gonna come out in November, it's good. Might as well just put it out now.
again, I'll look into this one because this one I must have missed as well then.
Yeah. And then lastly from Disney Animation Studios, they gave us a first look at Wish, their all new animated feature film that explores how the iconic The Wishing Upon a Star came to be. And it stars Ariana DeBose as Asha, directed by Chris Buck and Far for Thorn, produced by Peter Dale Ritchie and Juan Pablo Reyes, and features all new songs from Julia Michaels, Disney's Wish released in November 2023.
Okay, this one actually sounds very interesting because I mean, they've done movies based off the rides. Okay, cool. But this is the first time where they've done a movie based off their, I don't know, symbols, if that makes sense. I don't know. Because like the wishing star on top of Cinderella's castle or whatever, coming from Pinocchio, which that's a whole different issue right now. That's an iconic Disney image. So it's very interesting to see now that they're making a movie for that star alone. I mean, Ariana DeBose is a great actress. She was in West Side Story as well. She won. I'm pretty sure she won the Oscar for it too, if I'm not mistaken. So like, she's great. And she was in Hamilton as well. So this one I'm excited just because one, the premise, and then who's in it as well. Um, the one thing I do hope is, and I know there's obviously there's gonna be new music for it, but like I'm just saying, Ariana DeBose better sing "When I Wish Upon a Star" because I mean that's the title song. Sing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we grew up thinking that the star came from Cinderella, Pinocchio, and stuff. And now we turn to figure out now this is the original origin story of the wishing star. So like, okay, so this sounds very interesting. I'm like,
Yep.
and then that's all from the Disney Pixar and Animation Studios panel. We got one announcement from the Marvel gaming showcase. It features a, let me go to the details on it. So, four heroes, two worlds, one war. Marvel Games and Skydance New Media are proud to share the first look of their new AAA game, which assembles a cast and original story set in a unique Marvel universe. Through details of Skydance New Media untitled Marvel game remains live. But we do know it will focus on four characters: Captain America, Black Panther, Howling Command and member Gabe Jones, and dual warrior Nigel. That's how I pronounce the name. And also, because of Skydance New Media's upcoming Marvel game is set during World War II, Steve Rogers will not be teaming up with T'Challa as Black Panther. Instead, it will be T'Challa's grandfather, Azaria.
What project is this again?
Say it again.
What project is this again?
It's a video game.
Ah, gotcha. I'm not into video games to be honest, so yeah, that's whatever for me.
But this looks very interesting. I want to see what T'Challa's grandfather looks like. So apparently there was a Black Panther before T'Challa and T'Chaka.
I mean, we knew that already because in Black Panther we saw the other Panthers who were there before him, and yeah, the Chaka, right? That's the father's name. The Chaka was there, but that's because he was the most recent one to die. He's the one who needs to lead T'Challa through the Black Panther transformation, I guess, or teachings or whatever. I don't know how you would word that, but yeah. Again, for me, it's a game. I'm not really into gaming, but if you guys are into that, congrats. A new game. That sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be definitely looking forward to that. But that's everything that was announced on Friday. So let's get into Saturday, and we're gonna start off with Lucasfilm. So they revealed a new poster and trailer for the Willow series. If you guys have not seen the movie yet, I would suggest you guys check out the movie first before watching the series. And it will stream this November on Disney Plus.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that last part? I think you froze on me for a second.
Okay. They showed a new poster and trailer to Willow, and I say, if you guys have not seen the movie yet, I would say you guys check out the movie before the original series come this November on Disney Plus.
Bro, Willow, I haven't seen that since I was a kid, the first one. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to rewatch that one before this new. Is it a movie or a show?
It's a series, yes.
It's a show. I would probably have to rewatch it then before the show comes out. I haven't seen the original ones, but yeah, basically since I was a child.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And moving into some. Oh wait, before I go into the Star Wars part, um, they revealed a new footage and new trailer to Indiana Jones 5. Again, the trailer's not available to the public yet, but when Harrison Ford came out on stage, he mentioned this will be the last time that he will be playing Indiana Jones, and he got a standing ovation for that.
Right. Bro,
And I
it's gonna be great.
and also I think John Williams is also retiring after this. He's also retiring as the
God.
music composer. As the music
Bro,
composer.
I know I forget his name right now, but the actor for Short Round, yo, I don't know if you saw the picture, but the picture with him hugging Harrison Ford, that shit was circulating all over the web after it happened. Um, Honestly, this one I'm kind of excited for. Again, I need to see the trailer, but it's Indiana Jones 5. Han Solo, Jesus Christ. Harrison Ford's last time as Indiana Jones, so definitely a lot could happen. They could bring back Shia LaBeouf as his son again. So I mean, this one could be, this one should be good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it definitely going to be real good. So I can't wait for that. And then now let's move on to some Star Wars news. We got a new series. Actually, it's a short series. It's called The Tales of the Jedi. It's gonna be streaming October 26th this year. Um, it's gonna be all six new original shorts. Basically, I think this is set before um before episode 4, I think, or maybe before episode 1, maybe. But the trailer is out. They did release the trailer to the public, and it looks like we're really good.
Uh, gotcha. Like I think I've told you this in the past, but I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, so I'm like, cool, whatever with this news. Um, I don't, no, I didn't see the trailer for this. I don't was even aware the trailer was out. But I did hear about this one in general. Um, the way I'm thinking about this series is like it's probably going to be like an anthology series, new story every week, or or every episode, and we'll see what happens in every episode. That's the way I'm seeing this series.
Yeah, it looks very promising. And then moving on, we got a Asana and a Skeleton Crew series first look images. No trailer was shown for both series. We know that Rosario Dawson is returning as a Asana, and then
Okay.
Jude Law is going to be in the Skeleton Crew series.
He's gonna be in what?
Uh,
July in Skeleton Crew for what?
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's a Skeleton Crew.
Oh, that's the name of the show. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
no, it's Jude Law. I got him confused with Paul Bettany for a second. Because I was gonna say then he'll have to return as Dryden Voss, and I'm like, wait, no, that's Paul Bettany. All right, cool. Again, I'm like indifferent with Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. And then we got a trailer of the third season of The Mandalorian, and that's gonna stream in 2023. My prediction is probably going to be in February.
Okay, nice.
And then they did an announcement on the second season of the Star Wars The Bad Batch series. It's going to be returning to Disney Plus on January 4th, 2023.
Nice. What series is this?
The Bad Batch is an
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Nice, nice.
Yeah. And then lastly, they showed a new trailer for Andor, original series from Star Wars, which is the prequel to Rogue One. And they're gonna do a 3-episode premiere, which gonna come out on September 21st on Disney Plus.
Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. Like 3 episodes. Okay, cool. Nice, nice.
Yeah, and that's everything from Lucasfilm. So let's get into some Marvel news. So first one up, um, at D23 Expo showed a multiverse first look of Loki season 2. They revealed the cast and showed some of the footages. And one of the new cast members is I forgot, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some new images from Echo the series, kind of showing Kingpin, showing showing him all bandaged up and wearing the eye patch. If you guys remember, in the comics, I think he got shot. He got shot in both eyes, and he was wearing a bandage in the eye. So it kind of made sense of how they going to show him in the new Echo series. So ahead for the upcoming series, Alita Cott shared, "I am so lucky to have such amazing co-stars that were able to help me along the way of this giant journey. This is such an amazing feeling." Charlie Cox was joined by co-star Vincent D'Onofrio, who was also added. It was a great cast. I am so impressed with these people. They are amazing talents, all of them. To bring Fitz and Maya back together is such a thrill. Echo is coming to Disney Plus in 2023.
Wait, give me a second. Excuse me. Excuse me. Give me a second. Shit. Okay. I'll be honest. I don't think Echo needs a series. Like, she was an alright character and what's not Moon Knight, whatever show she was a part of. I forget right now, but Hawkeye, that's what the one that she was a part of. I just don't see a reason to give her a series, if I'm being honest. So this one's like, why? You know what I mean?
I mean, if the fans like her in Hawkeye and they want to give her a series, so let's see how she turns out. But we
I
do
mean,
know that
true, but
Daredevil and Kingpin will be in it.
I mean, true. Here's the thing that they confirmed the show before Hawkeye was even a thing. Like they were gonna plan on giving her a show regardless, and she was a side character. She was like a supporting character, and she was like, I mean, yeah, she had a tragic backstory, but like, I honestly feel like there's characters who deserve more for their own series than Echo. Like, there's nothing. Like, even like I've talked with other people about this, and this is for at least with the people I've talked with, this seems to be the one where it's like the most, like, why are they giving her a series? There's no reason why. Like, if anything, make a series on Kingpin, if anything. But like, why Echo? Like, I mean, that just gets into a larger discussion with Marvel and how the MCU is right now. But like, I don't think this is a necessary series, if I'm being honest. Just it's not necessary in my opinion. But I'll still see it when it comes out because Marvel. But I just don't think it's necessary.
Well, let's see how it turns out when it comes out next year. And we got a sneak peek of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumanium, but they didn't give us further details. So we do know that I think that's coming out in February next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And then we got a first footage of the Marvel's Ironheart, showing Riri Williams and the Hood character, which is played by, let me see the actor's name real quick. Anthony Ramos, who's going to be playing the Hood.
There was they showed footage from this series already.
Yeah.
Is it out already? Because I may have missed that.
No, it's not out to the public yet.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, okay, Anthony Ramos being in a Marvel show, period, is kind of funny. This one, we'll see what happens because she is in Black Panther as well, the character. So we'll see how that turns out and how popular right now she'll be after that. But right now, I'm kind of indifferent because it's not a character I know that well, and I haven't been introduced to the character yet. So we'll see what happens. Um, I'm pretty sure my excitement towards it will probably change once Black Panther 2 comes out, and I'll kind of just go from there.
Yeah, and speaking of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, they showed a new trailer, but it's not released yet to the public yet. But the title of this new trailer is called "The King Is Dead." The King is dead.
And that's for what again?
Yeah, the title for the new trailer of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever is titled "The King Is Dead."
Gotcha. I mean, he is, so
Yeah,
sadly, but just keep
yeah,
on going, I guess.
yeah. And then they showed a trailer for Marvel's Werewolf by Night, which is gonna be streaming on October 7th on Disney Plus.
Yeah, this one I'm actually kind of dude. The trailer for this one looked pretty cool. Like this one, it reminded me of like the old Hollywood movies, like especially because it's a werewolf. So it reminded me of the Wolfman, the Universal Wolfman. I mean, yeah, also because they have this project in black and white, and just the way it's shot based off the trailer. That's what it's reminding me of, like those very classic Universal monster movies.
Yeah. And in case of you guys don't know, Werewolf is part of the Midnight Suns. So let's see if Moon Knight, Werewolf, Blade gonna be coming together, and soon we'll get like a Midnight Suns movie down the road. So let's see.
I don't know about a movie. I guess we'll have to see how the show, the one right before it comes out, turns out. It could be a movie, could be a show. To be honest, with whatever project comes out with, like, it will be interesting.
Yeah, and then we got an announcement that Don Cheadle will return as War Machine in the new Armor Wars series that's going to be coming to Disney Plus.
Okay, nice, nice.
But that wasn't the only time that we'll see Don Cheadle as War Machine, as he was in the new trailer for the Secret Invasion, which is going to be a Nick Fury show. And this when I saw the trailer, it looks very familiar to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the Agents of Shield.
Gotcha. I mean, this one again we'll have to see because no trailer has been released publicly, right?
Yeah, there is a trailer. Yeah, the trailer is out.
It is out.
Yeah, it's out.
I mean, I must have missed it then. My bad.
Yeah, the trailer is out. So it shows that that Nick Fury has come back because if you saw in the 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 post credit scene in the I think it was Far From Home
Okay.
when Nick Fury was on vacation.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so
I must have missed the trailer. I must have, so much going on. I must have missed the trailer. Then that's not me. My bad.
yeah, but it's gonna be very interesting, and they show they show a new footage of the Marvels. Again, it's not released to the public yet, but they did bring Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Monica Rebel, and Nick Fury all together on stage. So yeah, it looks very promising. Oh yeah, and they did show a trailer. Again, it's not released to the public yet.
Gotcha. And this is for the Marvels, right?
Yeah, the Marvels.
We'll see again. Well, I want to see footage before anything, before I make final judgment. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, that's a movie happening.
Yeah, and then we haven't got an announcement on who will be cast as in the Fantastic Four, but we did get an announcement on the who's going to be the new director, well, for it, and his name is Matt Shackman, and he
Okay.
will be the directing the Fantastic Four, and that will come out on November 8th, 2024.
Gotcha. Um, I mean, let me search this guy up very fast just to see what he's done because I'm not really familiar with this guy, so I just want to know what he's done in the past.
Yeah,
Oh,
same here.
he did. He did WandaVision. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
that's right. He did do one bit.
I mean, we'll see. I guess. Fantastic Four just seems a good movie. I'm just gonna put it like that. So we'll see what happens with this one.
Yeah, and then Marvel revealed the lineup for the Thunderbolts movie, which
Right.
includes the Winter Soldier, Yena, the Red Guardian, Ghost, the U.S. Agent, Taskmaster, and the other woman I forgot her name when she was in on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But by looking at Thunderbolts, this looks like Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad.
I mean, yeah, that's essentially what this is. I was actually talking to a friend about this. Um, my only issue with the cast is the fact that it's so Black Widow centered. Like you have Yelena, Red Guardian, and Taskmaster. Three and you could throw in Valentina in there as well. That's the woman they're talking about. All of them are essentially from Black Widow. I mean, yeah, you could argue that Valentina technically appeared in Captain America and Falcon first. But originally she was intended to come out in Black Widow first because pandemic messed things up. That's really like I don't know. It just seems like yes, it does seem like Suicide Squad, Marvel's Suicide Squad, but to a certain degree, it also just seems like a sequel to Black Widow for some reason. Like it's so Black Widow focused. I'm like, and it's weird because like you would think that they would have Baron Zemo in this because he's normally considered one of the leaders of this, and they don't. I just feel like they could have used other villains. Like you could have brought back like Justin Hammer, for example, bring him back, or I don't know. Like it just seems a little bit too stacked from one movie. Which, by the way, Black Widow wasn't that popularly received. Like it wasn't received all too well on top of everything else. So it's just curious that most of this team is made up from characters from that movie.
Yeah, but we'll see how Thunderbolts do. I'm kind of
Yeah.
excited for it, but
I'll be honest, I'm not excited for this. Like even when I heard it, first off, I'm surprised this is a movie to begin with. I thought this would be a show. Now that's for starters. Um, this one I'm like this one's probably the one I'm most cautious about because just why? Like I'm trying to see the logic behind it. Why is it a movie? Because honestly, I feel like this. Granted, we need I don't know the plot for it, but like this seems like it would work more for a show rather than a movie. If James Gunn was directing it, sure, but he's not directing it. It's this guy, Jake Schreier, and the only big thing he's directed. I mean, he's directed a few things, but the thing he's best known for is Paper Towns. If you remember that movie, everything else like it's been like he has a lot of TV credits. So this one I'm kind of curious about to see how it turns out at the end. But this one I'm just really cautious about. Like I'm like very cautious about this one.
it looks interesting, but we'll see how it goes. And
Mhm.
Charlie Cox was back on stage, so they will show some new details on Daredevil Born Again. And one thing to know, it will not continue from the original Netflix series, so it's gonna be a new story. And the show will have 18 episodes, and it will start filming next year.
Okay, this is another one where like why like okay I know why they're making a Daredevil series, don't get me wrong, but why are they not continuing from the original series? Like this was like that's just a weird move you could always explain like, oh no, that series is in the multiverse. It's another version of it. And then I already have my own issues with the whole multiverse, the way they're doing it in Marvel, which I'm not gonna get into right now. But I just feel it's a missed opportunity not to follow that story that they've set up in the Netflix version.
I don't know. I guess because of the continuity that
Who
they first
cares?
brought in Daredevil in Spider-Man, and then
That
you brought Kingpin back in Hawkeye. I don't
that
know,
has
maybe. I don't
I
know.
don't think that has I don't think that should affect it. Like who cares? Like if that's the logic, it's dumb logic. Like you could still have the Netflix Daredevil happen, and they could and he could still know Aunt May and help Spider-Man with his case. You could still have Kingpin doing his shit. Like I continuity. Like what's I just th- th- I'm excited to see Daredevil Born Again. I just don't understand the reason to not connect it to the Netflix show, especially because the Netflix show is popular. It's not like it's not like Iron Fist where you could ignore it because people don't like it. No, like the Daredevil show was very popular. So to not follow that storyline wherever it left off, it's just a very I just think it's a bad choice, straight up.
Yeah, but I heard it. Yeah, I don't know if you know, but Rosario Dawson was campaigning to reprise her role in as Claire Temple. So I
She
hope she
should.
does. Yeah, I hope she does.
Again, I'm just, again, the thoughts to not continue it from the original Netflix show is, I just think it's a bad practice, business move, straight up. I just think it's bad business.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't continue for the Netflix thing, but let's see how they do. I just
Right.
I hope it don't turn out very Disney like element. Hopefully we get some brutal shots like the blood on this. Not too much, but at least some out of
I
blood.
don't think that's gonna happen. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's gonna happen because it's Disney now. It's not Netflix. With Netflix, they could have done that. With Disney, they're not gonna do that. So I don't think they're gonna do that. If I'm being completely honest with you, you can hope. I don't think it's gonna happen. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but and then lastly for Marvel, we got to hear from the cast of the Captain America New World Order. Captain America New World Order brings the leader. I think he was in the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton
Yep.
after 14 years. Yeah, Tim Blake Nielsen returns to the MCU for the first time since the Incredible Hulk, and then we had the first look of the title logo as well. In case you didn't know, Anthony Mackie, who was recently Falcon, is now the new Captain America.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that they're finally acknowledging the Incredible Hulk, the original one. They've been doing that in the past couple of years. We'll see how this again. I want to see footage for this one, so we'll see how this one turns out.
I hope it's really good as Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier. Captain America 2.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's all from Marvel. And now let's get into 20th Century Studios. And not really too much, but we got a brand new concept art from the Avatar: The Way of Water in theaters December 16th. The new Avatar: Way of Water D23 clips was shown as well, showing what's at stake for Pandora. Um, Director James Cameron, producer John Emador, Sam Woodruff, Zoe Saldana, Sorority Weathers, Stephen Lane, Jamie Flutters, Basley Bates, and Jake Champion and Trinity Bliss gave the fans a special look on the upcoming film. So this definitely going to be a look interesting.
True. I'd have to rewatch your first Avatar to be honest. So I'll be honest though, I'm not too excited for the sequel. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm indifferent towards it. Like I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the first one. I haven't seen it in a long time, to be honest as well. But I'm not too excited for it's like, okay, cool, they're making a sequel because money. That's really my train of thought when it comes to it.
Yeah, and the very first Avatar will be back in theaters in Actually this month. I forgot which date it was.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all from Marvel, Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Studios. They did give us a few um Disney Plus exclusive announcements. The National Treasure series, Edge of History, will be streaming on December 14th on Disney Plus.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You cut
The
off for a second.
the National Treasure series. That's
Okay.
based off the National Treasure movie with Nicolas Cage. It's called the National Treasure of History, and that's going to be streaming on December 14th.
Gotcha. Um, Again, I need to see footage for this. I will say this. It's kind of I am curious as to why they're making a National Treasure series. I want to see footage for it. It's piqued my interest.
I think there's a trailer out. I'm pretty sure
I,
there's a trailer out.
then I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check that one out then.
Yeah, and then they showed another trailer for Percy Jackson and the Olympics. I think that's a series. I'm not pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's a series. They haven't announced a date for that, but it's coming out on Disney Plus. I think.
Yeah, this one I am um I am interested to see how this one turns out because it's Percy Jackson. And the movies are all right at best, but at best they're all right, but this is the type of thing that needs a series. Either a really good movie or a really good series.
Yeah, and then Tim Allen is going to be returning as Jolly Old Saint Nick, the Santa Claus, as we're getting I think it's another original movie, The Santa Claus. It's going to be streaming on November 16th on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I saw it. I was actually pretty surprised. I'm like, really? They're making I don't know if it's a sequel or a spinoff or whatever it is, but I was surprised that they're doing something with that property, to be honest. Um, I don't think I've ever seen the original ones though, the original Santa Claus. Maybe like a clip or here, but I don't really remember watching those. So I'm also kind of like, and that's one also like I'm kind of like whatever about, since I don't have a huge connection to the original ones.
Yeah, and then lastly, we got a new trailer showing the second season of the Proud Family, Loud and Proud. That's going to be coming on February 2023.
Nice. I've heard good stuff about I've heard good stuff about that show. I haven't seen it, but I've seen like a few clips every here and there. I haven't seen it. But hey, nice that it's getting another season.
Yep. And then that's all that was announced from from Saturday, and then on Sunday, this was mostly focused on everything that's coming into the to the Disney to the Disney parks.
Okay.
I'll do a separate one from for when I do my next regular Tricology news episode.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but that's mostly everything that was announced from D23 Expo. Not really big as we thought it would predicted to be, but we did get some good trailers out and new footages what they got on their plate because Marvel already announced some big stuff during Comic-Con. So not really much for them to announce, but just everything that's coming out for the remaining phase 4 and phase 5. So it is what it is. Pretty good from Star Wars themselves. And also from regular Disney live action, animation, and Pixar itself. So pretty good announcements from there.
Yep. Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah. But hey, you guys, let me know if you're watching on YouTube. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. And what are your thoughts on D23 Expo and which of these announcements are you excited for? And don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bells when a new episode uploaded, and also share the video. And also, if you're listening to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow me there as well. And also, don't forget to follow Daniel Martin on his social media if you're a filmmaker, and go ahead and check out his project and his works as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. But I'm glad to have you on, Daniel. This was this was pretty good. So let's see uh, uh let's see what other announcements we're gonna see up till next year
Yup.
and beyond.
Yup.
But yeah, but other than that, he is Daniel and I'm Trico, and we're signing off, folks.